Imagine someone is getting to places all by themselves, not Broad Street, not rehab, going as far as Bapolu, going Nimba, just to debunk some of the lies across social media. So I want to say, Mark, it's a pleasure and thanks for joining me tonight on the program Nightline Liberia.
Yeah, so thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on the state radio. I'm always happy to be at ELBC.
You want to adjust the mic a bit?
Okay.
Yes.
Am I okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So like I said, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm always happy to be on the state broadcast. You know, this is where people should come and talk to the consciences of the young people of this country. So it's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to be here this time.
Okay, so for the public, and just a summary, you want to give us an idea about the individual in studio.
Oh, okay.
Who is Mark?
So my name is MyLiberianPeople. I'm a journalist by profession, and I hail from Nimba, a patriotic Liberian, very young patriotic Liberian, who is passionate about rebranding the reputation of our country and reinstating the perception, especially negative perception that people have had and hold against Liberia. So we are in the business of showcasing the projects that our government is doing.
All out of the government without any influence or any funding coming from the government to say, okay, this man is an agent of the government, so it is burning on him to go about doing this.
The first thing, young people of our country hate to volunteer. You know, I came from the background of YMCA. By the way, I graduated from the YMCA high school. I was elected in 2016 as the Secretary General of the YMCA Youth Council of Ghana. So the YMCA will tell you the importance of volunteerism. You should be able to go for things sometimes free. The more you go free, sometimes you will benefit. So I believe that everything is not just about, money, salaries. Everybody needs salary, including myself. But again, at times when you're coming up, you got to learn to do voluntary services. There where people will spark you from and call you to make money.
Okay.
So it's not just about money. So I'm inspired, like I said, to rewrite the story and straighten the negative perception that people have held against, in fact, of September in 2023, to elect their president. So after the president got elected, people started bringing huge debate that the president is not doing anything. But in reality, the president have just taken 1 year and done better than the 6 years, we just passed through. So these people, they want for the people, the population to perceive that the president is doing so well more than just in 1 year time. So what they started doing now, they started investing into propaganda. They started paying propagandists huge sum of money, donating cash here and there, just to take the debate and run on our part too. Many of our platforms that brought us started to leave us. The Spoon, for example, left. And almost everybody on the Spoon, Ascar Gray, the other guys are all, opposition, and the class radio let's shut down. So every time you open your radio, you hear negative information. You go on the social media, negative information. So we thought it was a time that we can come in and render voluntary services to our country, to debunk most of those lies. Because my platform could be small, like people always say, but if that particular smaller platform drop a facts, there is nowhere that propaganda can overshadow even a small fact. It's almost like a darkness and you flash light. Obviously, you will see the place clear and people. And Liberians were hungry. Liberians were against the information coming, and other people were getting disappointed. But now I can tell you for a fact that with some of us intervention, the reinstatement of the class building, that stuff, to amplify, it was a regret. She said that on some of those national platforms. So even they themselves, and she also said something annoying to them. She said that youth of our party were just being salary.
Okay.
And, they were not willing to serve. But everybody was just being money, political rally, go get your one rest, bear 5,000, go to your house. We are the party member and all sorts of things. So when the people, guys, see us, because mind you, 796,000 plus persons voted for the opposition CDC. At the time, they were the ruling party. So most of them around, we have seen influx of them coming to the party of recent.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
So, and many of them getting to know the reality. But again, many of them still hold on to the political belief, and they can't get over that they are Begugbe, they are almighty Begugbe is not president, and he won't be president no more. So they get so angry when they see us in the public telling them that the mighty Joseph Boakai, the most popular politician currently in Africa,
wearing the workings of the government, then do you believe that the government at the time was actually doing things that the youth needed to have shown to the public?
So there were the youth to hold their own belief against what Joa said. She has accused the youth of not showcasing what they did. For the youth to say, what did you do that will showcase? So that's the problem.
It's an issue of how
But in reality, you have to do something before somebody showcase it. We are showcasing projects. Like when I open my phone for you, you will see more than 20, 30 unedited projects in my phone. Because these projects are vivid. I have not even done your own here. At this ELBC, you want to think very big. You come to rebrand the entire media landscape of Liberia. You want to be playing on film in your government play in district number 5 Nimba. You want to play on film in Hapo, in Kepatmo, in all areas, how to reach areas across the country. That's the vision of the president, and the director general and the entire team of ELBC have bought the vision of the president, and we are moving in developmental direction. So things are happening. That's the reason why we are recalling them and showcasing them. But then, if you not do anything, how you expect the youth to something? So the youth have just said, Madam, no, don't accuse her of not being able to showcase projects, but you did not actually do anything. So we all were just running behind salary. So that's a debate out for the party that then carry the sacrament tree and discuss it.
Yeah. So, talking about development, I saw you somewhere around Kakata. Showcasing the road connectivity, and I even saw there is this jovious fellow who later became my friend.
My friend, yeah, sure.
And the level of praises he rained on the president. And you also went to Bopolu City when the issue of the water and sewer came out, where they said the water supply system that was erected in Bopolu City. This is happening.
We have paved the entire streets. Whenever you see something that resembles a road, there is quota right now in my community. And some of them selling changing money right on the road. These days, you can see doors coming to the bars and other stuff. So at the end of the day, they can say, my second sell mini and face the road. So do you know why they can say they can sell mini and face the road? Because they are very uncomfortable that their own government that they voted for 6 years, they not go there to pave that road. But another government have come. So they don't want to accept the belief that the fact that the government is doing well more than their government. So the guy will tell you, I can even sell mini and face the road. So when you're talking about Bapolu, I went to Bapolu. I actually went there when the debate escalated. People started saying that Mo Ali went to the place, everything is just showy. The first thing, water and sewer is the first time for us to the institution to decentralize in a way that other people in other places will be able to get it. I went to that place. The commissioner, the superintendent compound have access to water. The house that Ambassador Wia tried to construct, that GMB tried to make it out of hospital there, the Embryo Hospital, it now have access to water. And as part of their corporate social responsibility, it is a state-owned enterprise. It's a state-owned enterprise that the water and sewer. So when they went in that environment, they decided to say, okay, since we are operating to supply private and public facilities here in Bopolu, Bopolu, la place that situated almost on the hill. You see things that they. So let's try to give people access to water. So they try to build few kiosks across the Bopolu city. If you went there, they build 6 of them. One right to the parking where the motorbike will pull to, or where people can park right on the road there. If you went to the market, one is at the front and the back of the market. And I also asked why they carry to the market. And the supervisor that told me is because during the market day, Bopolu had a market day. I think it's on Friday, something like that. People will come from far away places to come. If you test, not everybody will have the money to buy water to drink. So you just run to that particular kiosk, open one of the 4 institutions there. You have all of the small institutions of government have their little offices there. So one of the corridor already, then the other one from the main road passing through the Mandingo Quarter from Vata Market, passing going down to BWR. That particular stretch is a very long one, and currently it should be on a completion. And the guys will be in Kakata for 2 years under this administration. That is from 2025, 2026. The guys are expected to remain Kakata till Kakata is fully connected with pavement. And I went to Ganta, like you said. The superintendent of Nimba, one of the things that can make any president very strong in a nation is your local government structure. Because if they perform well, you take the glory. And people praise you for that. So the president identified a very young brilliant lady called Komiapegono. By the way, I'm from Nimba. I've seen other previous superintendents. In fact, the one that we have before Komiapegono was a disaster to Nimba County. That's the reason why Nimba County, even got more angry at Joshua. Joshua are already annoying, at the same time giving us annoying leaders. So at the end of the day, we just unleash our angers on them through the ballot box, and we elected this president. He identified a very brilliant young lady called Komiapegono. When Lele came, she started to work to improve the first thing, the system. She started working on the system, and she started doing development that myself, I'm so very impressed. If you went to Nimba, before you can reach to Nimba, between a town called Bela and a town called Sokopa. Bela is on the Bonkante Bell, and Sokopa is in Nimba. Right there, President Totman way back went and built one other building there. And one old man told me say that building was for Totman. For example, if you went to Yekepa to Lanko and he coming back, you will come and have little meeting with the elders of Nimba. They won't enter with him to Bonkante. So right at the border point there between Bong and Nimba, they will have some elderly discussion, and the elders will have to go back to Nimba, and he will have to a Totman farm, a resident in Totuta, Bong County. So that place is a historical site. Like government land, like President Totman bought it. He built that house been there. But it has been neglected through administrations. I don't even think that Taylor said even use that place. But I don't think so. And George Wiapa at the time, we didn't even see the house because grass grew up above the house and nobody could identify. When the madam came, the madam said, "This is a historical site and we need to get this place done." So she contracted a construction company and she went there. She refurbished the entire thing. Right now, she's building another 2-story building right in the same fence. So if the president went to Nimba, all of the elders will come there. The place is fully air-conditioned. They have the bar, they have people working there, electricity, everything. So if the president went to Nimba, he will have to be welcomed by the elders of Nimba, and they will take him to that particular hall where they will sit down and have discussion. Maybe he will meet county administrations, and they will just be able to have few conversations before proceeding to Nimba for the actual thing that he has gone to do. So these are some of the jobs he's doing, and where the OAU was founded in Sanikore. The building that those 3 head of state, Kwame Nkrumah, Totman, and how they call the other guy, the other head of state, there where they sat. So in that building, he had just been reading on that building, "Welcome to Sanikore." So when she took over, she said, "No, this should not just be welcome to Sanikore, but we can do something very good that the place can be a tourist area." So the madam I've started renovation work on that particular building, and she has said it will be for tourist area. If you're from Ghana and you want to sleep in a Kwame Nkrumah suite, you can come because that's their hero, that's their president, one of the strongest guys we've had in Africa. So you can come from Ghana, you can come from Monrovia, anywhere. You go there, they will have the Totman suite there. And by the way, she has announced that there will be a Joseph Boaka suite in a particular place that myself will want to sleep there one day because I love Joseph Boaga and his generation. I saw Liberia changing rapidly, so I will have to go there. So she's doing a lot of things. She has single-handedly changed the entire Senegal. If you want to Senegal, the woman have faces beautify the whole street. Electricity is always on. The superintendent compound. We are no superintendent did not sleep there for one night. Is there where our current superintendent that Honorable Boakai, the president appointed, is living a very luxurious home now because she took time, she faced the place, and it's a place that can even host Donald Trump when he visits Liberia. So these are some of the things I want to cover there. I visited a place, one agricultural site where the Ministry of Agriculture, under the able leadership of the agriculture minister, is helping farmers to feed themselves in a town called Bedding. In Nimba, the people produce their own rice, they sell it. They sell 50 kg bags of rice there for just $19 USD. So I will urge you the day you visit Nimba, you can go there. And that is all that is happening under the leadership of Ambassador Boakai. So everything is just happening, and we'll dive into other stuff. And as you ask, I don't want to tell you how Mohamed Dukley is trying with electricity across the world, working with little contractors, the JEP, the LRB, NNJ, because the LEC is the mother body and it is regulated by the Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission. But they are trying hard to keep electricity stable. If you went to the Southeast right now, just last year, the Regulatory Commission awarded contract to the company called LRB Energy to take over the entire countries in the Southeast to supply stable and affordable electricity. Right now, the meter distribution has ended. People enjoying that in the Southeast. People buying a current. The JEP headed by Flotoma is in Nimba, where he providing a lot of services to the people of Nimba, and he's in Bonkande currently. I think I'm hearing that they want to extend his contract to Mike Gibby. And in fact, things just happening across the country in a very little time. And we know that before 2029, Liberia will significantly improve, to our taste.
Thank you. So I had to give you the leverage of time to explain some of your activities. So now, let's move over to you recall, in 2018, the property owned by the McLean Enterprises was leased to the Unity Party for many years. And in 2018, the lease expired, but the UP continued occupying the building and fell behind on rent, accruing $180,000 in arrears by 2021, which amounted to $60,000 per year. The court's decision then, in 2021, the civil law court issued a summary judgment favoring the landlord, ordering Unity Party to pay the old rent plus US $20,000 in damages and executing a rate of eviction. The judge also authorized seizing UP's property and potentially arresting senior officials. The Unity Party then, something that was actually an embarrassing situation for the party. So the party responded through their lawyers, and they admitted the debt in court, but debated the terms of payments. The party appealed and requested more time while still maintaining the presence in the office. The party assured supporters it will resolve the arrears, exploring payment stipulations and continue negotiation. But then the outcome, eventually, the UP vacated and relocated its operation to a new site on Broad Street. The invasion was publicized symbolically with the office material visibly moved out and trucked away. Why are we bringing this? Of recent, the former
the Unity Party been going through a lot this season, especially when it comes to their dwelling place. It's important as a well-meaning Liberian that believe in democracy, that believe in equal participation, the Unity Party be given opportunity. And how should they be given opportunity is to allow them within a democratic space. And how that should be done. As you know, one of the primary criteria of any political party is to have a headquarters. When you have a headquarters, then you can use that headquarters as a base to disseminate your messages to your people. But for what we understand, or what we've been hearing this few times is what Unity Party been going through. I think it's unfortunate. So as a patriotic Liberian, I have decided to help raise some funds for the Unity Party to rescue them at their party headquarters. So tonight, we want to use this opportunity. Look, you can be whoever. You for ANC, you for ALP, you for CDC. Look, even $1, just give $1 to Unity Party. And you know, want to be opening a special account. Just give them $1 or 5 cents. If 20% get 5 cents, 50% get 5 cents, you know what that will be, right? At least it will help them. So we want to use this opportunity tonight. I'm not the Unity Party people, they shame to do it. They want to do it because they shame. Because for you to be in power for 12 years, for you to be in party for you to be in party, for you to be authority for 12 years, you can't sustain your party headquarters. I mean, it deserves our contribution. So I want to ask everywhere, meaning Liberian, it doesn't matter what kind of political party you're from. What are you from? CDC? For me, initially, I'm going to make $100 contribution. I'm making $100 contribution to rescue the Unity Party, to have them have a headquarters. $100.
very good, very good. That was then when the former aide to the former president George Weah Sekou Carrasco took to social media in what was seen as a provocation to the Unity Party then when they were evicted from their Congotown party headquarters. So let's go to this now. Let's go to this. In 2014, the interstate of Maito Stubborfee Benara filed an injunction suit against CDC and other estates in the civil law court. Also in 2016, the Supreme Court upheld the injunction ordering the CDC removed from the property. In 2015, CDC reportedly owed approximately $50,000 in back rent. The Supreme Court ordered the party to settle that debt. So up to 2018 to 2023, CDC paid $360,000 in overdue rent covering this period and settled court costs. The court later viewed this as establishing a landlord-tenant relationship. So on March 7, 2024, the civil law court issued double risk of possession. One, eviction order by Judge Kodak Elliott. Two, directive to seize CDC assets or even arrest officials if CDC didn't pay about 54,000 USD and 13,000 LD in rent. So, September 16, 2024, the CDC Secretary General publicly pledged to resist eviction, calling it imaginary. The estate accused the Boycott administration of dragging its feet in enforcing the order. On March 28 to the 30th, 2025, the Supreme Court again dismissed a bill of information filed by CDC amid or aimed at delaying eviction. Justices called the filing preposterous and impermissible and illegal charade. The court reaffirmed the estate's title, noted CDC's rent payments affirm a landlord-tenant relationship, and ruled a tenant cannot challenge the landlord's title. CDC's lawyer Dubusi Wabodiki, Thompson Jabba, and James Kumen were each fined $500 to be paid within 72 hours. On June 10, 2025, a final legal notice ordered CDC to vacate by this date. If it failed to do so, the owner would take the following actions. 1. Initiate summary proceeding to recover possession. 2. Seek rent at $100,000 per year. And 3. Claim additional damages for unlawful occupation. You listen to the stand of the Unity Party then. You listen to the former presidential aide when the party was evicted, how he wanted to raise funds for the party to have a party headquarters, and even decry the situation of a party staying in power for 12 years and cannot have a party headquarters or even pay rent. Now the boy is in the code of the CDC, and all you hear is, we cannot leave the party HQ. We cannot leave the party HQ. And June 10 was the deadline for the party to vacate the inter-estate property. What do you say to such an individual, wherein making a comparison between who is a respecter of the law and who disrespect the law? Let me hear your view on this.
So the thing is, Carrasco, right? Sekou Carrasco spoke as a child.
You want to believe that?
Yes. Sometimes when someone grows up, that does not mean that they are mature enough. His activities in 2021, because that video was made in 2021. So I will just give fair analysis here that even a common woman who is listening to me right now by the word of radio will just understand clearly what went on. Politics in Liberia, especially party, is based on an individual. When certain individual leave the party can struggle. That's the reason why you see MPP is not even part of the third biggest parties in Liberia. If Taylor was here, MPP, you don't have MPP march here. When Taylor was around, you didn't have MPP march, right? Taylor left. Where's MPP today? Zero. Who will take care of bills? Who will do the one? Who's the face of the party? Nothing. If you took Joshua from the CDC zero. Madam Sally had been the face of the United Party. She served 12 years. Madam Sally was no longer in the picture. Ambassador Baga was coming to take over the party. Other people staying away from the party. Some people thinking about going to the new party because they want something. And if you tell partisans in this country, go and even pay $100 even those who were ministers will stay away. Because people, partisans in this country, everything lies on political leader. Even the chairman of the party look up to the political leader of the party to do things for the party. If you really follow Liberian politics for a very long time, everything about the party, people with only the ambassador Bwaka and the current United Party change the narratives of that particular party something. Because in the current United Party, everybody, regardless whether you party member, you associate party member, everybody put on to bring the government to power. It's the leadership of Ambassador Bwaka got the ordinary partisan involved to contribute to the party. But before then, party like the individual. Currently, other parties in the country, the ANC, you take Kumi, ANC, die, everybody go by the business. We have one guy here, Dano Kase, in party, there were people party buying bosses around here. That unfortunate situation happened to him. Where is the party today? In fact, if you went to the party headquarters, you see the Liberty Party there right now. There were citizens used as the party, that campaign stuff. So, the me made an analysis that even if Sekusa listening, we know like he spoke like a child, like I declare on this radio station right now. United Party left government in 2018. And then 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. 3 years. Politics was not in the country. People barely even visited the party headquarters because all these places can get busy when election is around. So it was just solely about the party leaders. Manasele have just gone, and President Baga was trying to put himself together to actually take over the party. The party have not gone to election. The party election was pending to usher in new leadership. At the time, Mo Ali then was still there. Amin Boda then was still there as chairpersons. In fact, and the Secretary General. So the party was just, stay on recalibration movement where they wanted to recalibrate and go to the 2023 elections. So things were happening. But we got away, but at least we maintained the party headquarters for 3 years before things start going a loggerhead with us. But she started to laugh at that time. But now they are caught in the web. You left government. President Weah government is recorded as one of the corrupt government in Africa during 2018, 2019. In fact, 2018 to 2023, they left power. All of the corruption, some to us, if we own a court, you to our gone, we can't even hear a voice again. All the CDC men, most of them, they quiet now. Some of them left the CDC, they want to see CDC again, all left. Sir Joseph, then when you talk about CDC, they want to spit in your face. And now it's just on Josh, we are like it has been on him. All they know government coaches are making. If you tell government coaches say can't pay 100,000, you pay for that rent, you will never become sedition. You will go. All of them depend on Joshua. Joshua still saying no. I will not bring all enjoy it. My one can pay for that place. And the politics in that place, the manager can pay for it. They did not start that right now. To tell you, see, this is very irresponsible, and that's why I said he.
No, I will not allow you.
I take it back. I take it back. Okay, what's the better word I can use now? Okay, they are not up to the game. Let me say it that way, because you say irresponsible was very harsh, but I know it's not a very harsh word like that.
No, now you say it.
Okay, so now, the party was the Supreme Court ruled in 2016 that citizens should leave that particular era because they want you to deal for that era since 2005. Citizens been ordered from the first election ever in this country to 2016. The people want to code it. When the matter Stabafi Banakim and said, no, I'm the legitimate landlord for this place. other family members who have also leased the place to CDC. Achibok Bernard and Tina, because they wanted for CDC kind of power, so they themselves can benefit. They had an honor fraction of the Benda family. But the person who the court declare as the legitimate owner, and even the CDC very soft, legitimate or as a legitimate owner is the Oma Mato Stepafi Banda. Because the ruling favor her in 2016. So CDC had to leave. But other people came, they held on to it, and CDC won the election in 2017, and they came to power. So CDC came to power, with peace away, they say they want power the place. CDC they say they want power the place for the family. So they began a negotiation. They were not paying rent. They were in the people place, they ain't paying rent, but they eating the people on show, say they want power the place. CDC left buying the place until 2023. From 2016, when they tended to leave, CDC have been occupying that place illegally. They're not paying rent for A. They just holding the family on show because they told few sons of the family they get a job. And those sons too, they had their own fashion. And the Oma who get a place, they want, and the Oma running legitimate estate business in the country. And you occupying your place based on the arrangement of some extended family, you comfortably sit there to like a duly located area, and you know, and you don't want to pay rent. So since 2016, up to 2025, CDC have done, you know, settle most of that stuff down there. The 350,000 that they pay, when they went to the Oman, they told the Oman, say, oh, we want Bali place. And the Oman said, no, you told me, I was in 2016 that you want Bali place here. You not Bali place until the time you owe me all the money. Pay my money for you vote to ever buy any place. Because even when you were in power, like you had the power to buy the place, you don't buy it. Now your government are feeling the people want to be you, you're not president again. Then you say you want to play with all my rent on you. You gotta pay my rent before we even discuss about whether you will buy the place or not.
Do you see the CDC leaving that place?
They will leave the place because nobody willing to pay. Nobody willing to pay, and nobody willing to take like $2-3 million and buy that property. You think George you have to put in your pocket and buy that place? If George can buy, you could buy it when you were president. You could not afford to buy it. And that money was not even there because they feel that they were giving few family beginner job in a government. So they would just say that, you know, people are due to locate that place, that kind of business, you know, hub, and just be living a poor place on show it. Being all kind of makeshift things there, they call bidding. So they don't want to pay the Oman rent, and they pay 50,000 and 350,000 in arrears. Right now, the court has said they should leave. But I think they are defaulted. They're supposed to leave on the 10th. Because they get an invasion raid on the 2nd of June. But the men are still begging. And when they pay the money to the very old man, what they say she's not property owner. You 350,000, they pay to Mamata. Step of fee bender. So the father they pay the court, you checking the court, winning the court say, just by you even paying to the woman, it shows that you identify as the landlord. So they put all the Kwasa family member aside. They now dealing with Oman. So because now the Oman giving half it to them, all of them went to the Supreme Court. They say the judgment that the Supreme Court passed in 2016, they went for Bureau of Information in 2025. So the court said no, that one we can go back and forth on what we said in 2016. Don't bring that thing here. If you bring that thing here, we listen to your take it. The judge don't give us that. So like making the money fair. You can't be in my room. I tell you, say $20 for every room you pay. You want to pay my money, put yours out and say you challenge me as a landlord. It can't work nowhere. So that's how they continue speaking the children. If you hear the other man ran away from here and sitting in Israel, in school, shouting that CDC will not leave, now but I am measuring. Are you leaving Israel and want to make sure that CDC not do the people property? That's the people property. None of them pay amount, you know, related to that particular property there. You got to leave the people place, let the family all come together and unite because I don't know, they're supposed to buy the place. You don't want to buy the place, but you want to take few segments of the family members and put them on your side, give them job, give them few money in their pocket, and you don't want to do the right thing. So the Oman too, she got legal people and the Oman just realizing drinking your juice. CDC go or you can't down the law of the land already say the Oman is right, and the Oman quest is leave my place. And she's not willing to negotiate. And they got to leave that place. Myself can even feel for the New Star right opposite there. They order that they step their corporate institution, and New Star is one of those contributing to our economy. So you and I got to hear our voices and tell CDC to leave that place because every time that place got this disturb, knows that will not do business, and knows that want to complain how they can't carry our free call oil and bring it down. These are some of the things because citizens are all serving an impediment to the Liberian economy right in our place there.
So recently, Joy Yanti was brought back in country. He claimed that the Liberian National Police offered him 50,000 United States dollars to serve as a state witness in the Capitol building arson case. And I saw you frown on the claim made by John Yanti that where with the government take 50,000 to give it to just one man, John Yanti. When in fact you have the two colleagues, Thomas Edrich and Eric Susse, who are languishing behind bars for more than 3-4 months. And also, when the two guys were placed behind bars, we did not see folks from the opposition community calling for their immediate release.
Yeah, sure.
They made it look like, well, it was good that the police apprehended the two guys and then it was legal for them to be in prison. But then when the former speaker and the 4 lawmakers were taken to the Liberian National Police and subsequently at the Moravia Central Prison, they even saw the former president, George Weah.
You ran there.
He went at the Moravia City Court and he also visited the South Beach. What do you say, firstly, beginning with John Yanti and then winding down on the folks at the Moravia Central Prison?
So the very first thing is that when the police launched the investigation in the fire incident at the Capitol, the very first names that popped, or the first 4 names, John Yanti were mentioned. If you can recall, go back to So they succeeded arresting the other guys. I know that Edrich guy, he's the one that fainted the carrying to the EMR hospital, right? For me, I followed that particular thing religiously. This particular John Yanti guy ran away. He's from the Nuku town, there where he lives, there where he grew up. It's a very arrogant young man who's, in fact, he was expelled from 3 different institution orders. So when he came back every day, in fact, the people of Nuku town calling that the law should take a course because everybody know he carried on. He's a little boy who just grew. So when he ran away, he went by land. You know, police started doing some due diligence, and they saw him on a photo in Ghana drinking beer in club. So that's how they discovered that he was in Ghana. So they tried to work in line with the people there to bring him here. Because he has already been in that ever since my man behind jail for almost 4 months now. But he came into the country, you know, when they bring you like that. The reason why the other guys went there because the police have conversation with them. The first time they brought the man, they didn't just tell them and go put them in jail. They put the man to the police headquarters. They have conversation with them. Now the conversation they had now got them to jail. So John was just accused. But he ran away, they needed to bring him for questioning. So when they brought John, the government accommodated John. And asking him. They will take him to the police station, they asked him to carry him back. Giving him some sort of due process. Because it's normal across the world that a suspect can decide to say, yes, the thing I was doing here. So I beg you, let me be witness for the government. Even in America, it can happen. Suspect can become state witness. As long you try to be so much remorseful about your attitude against the state. You can even be state witness. So when you told the state and other family members started to negotiate, like the police inspector said, they didn't find him trusted. So they brought him here as to execute him. They didn't bring him here to begin witness for nothing yet. I want to say because I know we get people listening to the radio.
They brought him to prosecute him.
They brought the man to ask the man a few questions. When you can't answer them good, they put him in jail for the year that when you commit that crime, you can go to jail for. But in case he lying, say the one thing. Brother, myself I say that man, I'm supporting the government. I have never seen Joe Biden. Joe Parker able to take 50,000. He gave it to we who supporting him and go give it to somebody who burn capital building. Or the police.
It's alleged now.
Yeah, it's alleged now because he's seen at that person, right? So some of us that you now you working with ELBC, my man, who not give you 1,000 USD cash will say, my man, thank you. Nobody. But how you would take 50,000 euros somebody who they allege they accuse you of burning place, then you say they give you 50,000. And you talking about
you want information. You want
no information there.
Now, so,
nothing there.
So you gotta
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If you took $2,000 USD, the very police people are calling their names that they're negotiating with you to gain 200. They even say 50. He said 200,000. I recalling at the place there. If you drop the guys, their party, their partisans, to stand up for them, but there was nobody coming up for them. So up to now, even the bond issue, nobody have been able to go and stand their bond so they can come out. They've been there for over 4 months, and that's the requirement of law. If you can't get a bond, then you be there. The day your court time reach, government carry the court and carry you right back to where you came from. So CDC has not been able to go for the partisans. So the guys have been in jail for all these periods. When they took Funandikofa and the rest of the guys a few days, you saw the president on fire. He could not arrest. Press releases were all in the country. I recall the other guy from this former district is represented Askar going and passing around here and there. They went and they left the 2 guys in prison. They stood the bomb of Funandikofa and they left the guys that have been there for 4 months plus. That's the reason why currently when CDC tell young people you can't, they can't come. Because the young people feel betrayed by the party leaders. Could those who stood by the party, they've been standing by the party, these guys call themselves partisans, they're always in the party line. When Georgia speak, everybody wrong. Georgia went and stood for Nandikofa and bomb, and in fact, left the beginning there, partisans are angry. I get friends in the CDC, they are angry. That's the reason why Moluba Molina will cry up, they cry down. Nobody will come to that cry. Nobody, no young person in the CDC willing have to stand with those guys to even die for them because they are wicked people. That's the reason why you see them struggling right now to even get 50% at the party headquarters when they have an issue. When they free those guys, when they took them to the party headquarters, they expected CDC to move there, have big program. But the place was very empty because the guys were disenchanted on that very fateful day when they freed their friends, their bigger colleagues, and left the common ordinary partisan there. And in fact, I was there when the other guy's mother was crying. Oh, Fonanti then, oh, you're leaving my son here. And Fonanti then started knocking the woman from a coat pocket and they walk away. So that shows that the guys are very wicked. And partisans that were there too, who saw that particular scene, they know that anything to do for those guys will leave you in problem. And the guys are still there and they will be there.
Well, he's HonMarkKulah. He's a young Liberian who is passionate about the development across Liberia. So, Mark, we will take this a short break. When we come back, we open the phone lines for your participation on the show.
That one shot drink is at me and the 2 hours was in a place. I drank that one shot drink for 2 hours. They get finished. And one shot drink I drink for 2 hours. I was confused. We entered Jamaica. The president sitting also with his wife and Piso. I go in and lay all over. Mange sitting there, he put a moon table. They told that only the pantry that I play in Western. And to where other people may sitting there with. So I wanted to go speak to the president first. I wait on him, but I will go directly to the president. I can't wait to him. He won't want you a second. I said, Chief, let me speak to him. Chief, I come here now. He said, when you go and see Jesus, you see my mother. What? Cancer, and some year, I said, come here. We'll tell you.
As I'm not telling you, I'm going to join
us. I said, the way they call 2 people calling me like that, let me go sit down. I said, now, you put my chair right here. I said, the next person to me, I was finance minister Samia Tue. Right now, they got me running, 3 people run the government. So they want the president what to do. There was in Koji, Samia Tue, and Natalia McGill.
Okay. Yes, so that was just a teaser to introduce the call segment on the show tonight. It's on 99.9 and other frequencies across the country. Tonight we have as guest on the show HonMarkKulah, a young Liberian who is passionate about showcasing the level of development works that is being carried out by the government of Liberia, and he's doing it on his own, void of any influence from the government of Liberia and other politicians. So he's one person who deserves our support, and later on at the climax of this program, we will get to that. But the numbers to call tonight to form part of the show are 0880-514-096, 0880-514-096, 0775-677-376, 0775-677-376. Let's begin taking calls tonight. Let's see. Good evening. Yeah, go ahead. So, I'm getting feedback. Okay, so every Friday we'll be bringing a man. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Let's see if we can take another call. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. This is George D. Dakui, and I call from the posting here in Totota, Lower County.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell you thanks so much for bringing that gentleman in studio. But I want for President Baga because he said that he has never seen President Baga. So I want for President Baga to please dress him closer because he's a tough talking gentleman. Thank you so much for affording me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
Yes, good evening. You're live.
This is J. Mora Kipwa, calling from so that is a Bon County.
Go ahead.
I appreciate the studio guest so much for you so innovative to inform us about what is happening. I keep up with that man who said a mature government gave him 50,000 to lie. What are the people that have spent still more 4 months in jail? Why they can't get the money to lie? So nobody above the law. Let the law take a course. Do that destroy our capability is very responsible for what they did. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Hello?
Go ahead, you're live. Go ahead. Listen to your phone.
Yeah, my name is Master.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I love that thing I got me that. Yeah, you getting me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I love that statement I got made. He said, the guy in the studio, he said, I want to persecute the people. Any criminal do anything wrong in the country, you will persecute them. And execute them, not execute one you as a good war. You will persecute, execute them.
No. This is a country of law. You got to prosecute people, not execute.
Yeah, good execute.
Thank you there. Thank you.
Didn't say that.
Good evening.
Yeah, so really, I got thing calling from Kakata, Magibi Kande.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Yine.
Yeah, I admire my big brother, expose me tonight. And as my brother rightly said, you must be every Friday, so you can at least tell us some of the things. As he rightly said, Kakata is going on a great development. Development when it comes to road and other activity. Okay. And as he said, rightly said, no sound government. Joseph Aga was not even look at $5 to get to someone because to go lie. He is not a president. So that means when I can lie, and when I look at people, he's targeted, to add destroying he cannot do it because he's too small for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening, you're live. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, go ahead quickly. We don't have time.
Thank you very much for the topic, for inviting that gentleman in studio tonight. I partially listen to him, especially when it comes to where people who consider themselves to be partisan, when it comes to taking responsibility for the party, they are not able. And it just lamented for the partial listening that I got from him. But actually, everything that he said, it is true, I must admit. It is real. Look at every part the past government, which we consider to have been according to them, one of the best governments. How come are they owing for a place that was being held as a headquarters? That is so diminishing. That is humiliating. It doesn't come. It has happened for the past and it continue to happen. I'm praying that it will not happen after this government, which we so much cherish, which I was in the vanguard advocating for. Anyway, I'm by the form I'm here from Banavi End, known as Next Level. He has just said it all. He has just said it all. So I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for considering me to give my input tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening. He said remember morning line so you can get it now. You on the line. Let go. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Where are you calling from, sir? Hello, you're live. Go ahead.
10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock.
Let's hold on to this line, see if we can get to the other line. 0775-677-376 080514-096. The numbers to call tonight to form part of the program. We have as guests on the show tonight MyLiberianPeople, and we are driving through a 07. Good evening. Good evening, you're live. Hello. Let's see. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to commend my friend and brother in studio for giving us all necessary information regarding the status of this government and other activities. We commend him for his brilliant thoughts, and these are the kind of people we want them to be giving us updates regarding the party. Because there are some people who go on social media and just lie to people. They will go on and say that they will put pictures of 2023, 2022 on social media to fool the Liberian people. This government is a credible government. We give it that respect. We give it that credit. So those who go into it, we give it that respect. So I want to commend him for his brilliant SOC.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's stay with the orange line for a bit. Good evening. Yes, go ahead. You're live.
We need 10 of you to give us the real information that's going on in this country. You see, I feel difficulties in understanding that Georgia lost election because of the PRO wasn't working. Where in this country that you did with development, people can get information. Even proper information, people get information anywhere in the country. But people saying that, oh, it's right, they will get on development, or there are no PRO to carry information to people, that is false and misleading. Because I can be right here and catalog all your web projects within 6 years' time. I can see right here. But look at the government, just within 1 year time, what they have started, and what they started is they complete everything. There will be a massive development ever in this country. You see, so UP is a developmentally oriented party. You see, so if the water, and the people came on here, say what all they say about the Bapulu, the water with Bapulu, so know where to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening. Good evening, you're live. Yes, go ahead.
Look, if young people could be this way, I think we're going to get better future for the country. And he just said it, but let me add on to him. You know, whenever rule of law comes down, when in their favor, that's the time they can be singing rule of law, rule for law. CDC strength lies in what? Noise. They've got little thing and cause heavy noise in the country to say, but let me government have to take time to go through the case. But nearly everybody mind clear. And let me just come to this again. They are place here, their headquarters. You say you believe in rule of law. Now they ask you to leave. You say you're not leaving. What the rule of law now you applying? Under your government, your dinner banning Samuka, he didn't say that in the chair politically. Under your government, Cabinet Janet, you're talking from power. He went to airport, he won a case. When he killed your post deaf ear to him. Under your government, you're saying Mususka in the jail. Falsely. But now you're no rule of law. My brother, so much God will bless you and keep on. And Bishop Marco Francis stated this during the war. Only the lie can stay under the draft or leaf. But the truth always coming on a fire. Just keep on. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, my name is Thomas F. Joseph, calling from Johnsonville, Peloton, District number 2, Masorado County.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother, for your deliberation and the guys that in this video. You know, whatever he said about CDC, concerning about their party headquarters, when Unity Party was in that seat, they say a lot of things about Unity Party. They said that it wouldn't come across it. I was so surprised. And I'm still surprised when hearing that era. Yeah, been owned by somebody. I think some of my friends and me and they used to argue. Some of them used to I feel in a person that they were input and at the end of their hair they had throwing their also from that era. In fact, they went to work, they built that place, they built school there, and from the day they had left from Empower, the school can no more function. So there I have the problem with CDC. I said, oh, CDC only waiting for them to be elected again until they institution can be able to be branded again. So my brother, whatever you are talking, you know, some of our brothers they couldn't understand why CDC all the things they were doing. They are only fighting by all means so they can be able to get their content. And their country were coming to get in their hand for second day. Oh my brother and sister, whosoever that was thinking for CDC to get in power for second day, we all were coming to be the hell. We can't be in the hell. But I thank God for we the Liberian people were able to understand what's here, to be able to swear by all means that they couldn't get another 6 years. Thank you very much, my brother, in the studio. Continue to do your job, whatever that you are doing. I hear you that you are a journalist. Thank you. You are understand the professional way of journalism. You understand what the country trying to drop out. So I don't think that you'll be on the corner to start people will be able to control you, to be able to get you a little or nothing. I know you are fighting for the country. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Daniel Sobode, and I join you from King Vaccine District, Masorado County.
Go ahead.
Let me appreciate you this evening and appreciate MyLiberianPeople for his brilliant deliverable, and I think he said it all. The issue that have to do with young people putting their chest to the border for politicians who don't even know them by name, who don't even know them their telephone number, who don't even know their address. It's sometimes bad for me as a young man to see myself being used by people. And when the problem comes, you bear the consequences, and those people lay down on their water mattresses, they eat their locals, and you be incarcerated at a Memorial Center prison. So this should be a wake-up call to young people now passing around giving small money for protests, that they want to use them to protect life and property. So when the protest want to turn the other ways around, police will make an arrest. The July 19 protest that was held here.
No. Just make your point. I don't want you.
Historic waiting for. So for me, I just want to conjure young people. If you allow yourself to be used, you'll be used and you suffer the consequences. MyLiberian, thank you. We will continue to support the government. We are proud supporters of the government. We'll make sure we outline all of our developmental agenda. We support President Boakai, and we will make sure that he succeeds. And our king, we want to appreciate him for keeping our faces in the air. Thank you very much, brother.
Thank you very much. Good evening. We take 2 more calls and go back to Mark for a parting statement. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a Benigo Esfomo calling from Banga. I'm a Benigo Esfomo calling from Banga, State Bon County.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. I would like to appreciate the young man that is still there. He has really proceeding the way people need to proceed. He's really clarifying out even what happened from the past. He's all learning everything that happened from the past, and I think he really qualified to be even giving more information about the government, and actually what he's saying. We all think the kind of thing that the government doing for us in this identical country. So I'm appreciating him. For me, I will not allow any other person to come and lie to me and say the government not doing anything for the Liberian people. So I must say, I see even the bureau cleaning around the country as I'm speaking on who is one of issue. Every month, girls can come there. The way people used to get prescription, they not get prescription, and that we all do that one. So I'm telling you, thank you for what he's telling us. He is telling us the truth. But those that can come and lie to us, we're not even listening to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we'll take this final call and conclude on this segment here for calls. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother.
Yes, go ahead. You're a final caller.
Thanks for the privilege, and let me say a pleasant good evening to MyLiberianPeople in studio. I joined the discussion from District 4, and this is the voice of Akwe Ebo Senior. I must appreciate Mark. I think he spoke well, and I think as a patriot, there were a lot of things that he said on the platform this evening that makes a lot of sense. And I hope Liberians in their numbers are actually following the show and listening to him keenly, because when a country is being developed under a leadership that is marked with developmental agenda, we as Liberians must be able to appreciate what that leader is doing. Say, for example, even that seat that Liberia won recently, the UN Security Council seat, it's not just a child's play. If you look at the numbers Liberia accumulated in terms of votes, it speaks volume that this president is working, and his corps of officers, they are also working. Look at what the foreign minister did, Madam Sarah Besko-Yampi. That lady is a workaholic. If you have serious people in government who mean well for the country, you will see them working tirelessly to ensure growth and development in the country. So there are a lot of things ongoing in the country, and we're not listening to sour talk. We know that has been the mechanism, that and the tactics of CDC to mislead the people. But what we are trying to do now as UPs, we are working tirelessly to ensure the PR arms of the government is very energetic and functional, so as to liberate our people from the total darkness that they are being entangled in the hands of CDC for the last 6 years. So I want to appreciate the young brother in studio us in his government to work in the interest of the people. Because like the president will always say, he came to power to work for the Liberian people. And if there's any minister or any director who will want to thwart the decision of the president or the agenda of the president, we are watching with eagle eyes. We are willing to kick those people out. And President Baka, keep working for us. We are watching and we know exactly you mean well for this country. Thank you for having me, my dear brother.
Thank you, there, Akwe. Akwe Bwe is the final caller for tonight, and I'm afraid, Mark, we will have to wrap up this.
Yeah, sure. We don't have luxury of time.
Yeah, so in 1 minute, let's hear your parting comment.
Yeah, so Liberians should rest assured that the president, Joseph Imam-Bouaka, is doing everything in his power to bring development to Liberia. Liberia was not on track when it comes to development, when it comes to integrity, when it comes to repetition. But this president is trying hard. This is the first time to see cordial, the last time I saw cordial relationship between the two members, higher members of the executive, the president and the vice president, Obadan Salif and Joe Boakai. And when we had government came, that cordial relationship broke. That even led to the failure of the government. The president and the vice president can't speak. When the vice president go, the president will get first. Say your seats of gas there and take air from a tire. But this vice president and our president, you see how they working together. You saw vice president go in China there, attending big seminars, negotiating with investors to come to Liberia, and the president is happy about it because he gave him a go ahead to do all these things. The old man, where people say he will be sitting in a wheelchair, the old man is climbing on plane, flying to Nigeria and other places, building the regional tie with other nations, and every investor want to come to Liberia. People want to sit around the table now with this responsible government. We are just grateful, and don't allow people to come to you propaganda. Follow my page if you're listening. Go and down on HonMarkKulah on Facebook. You'll see all of my work, and just follow the page. Just do this government together. So that's my parting comment tonight.
So how do people get to you? Like, is that via your contact? How do people get to you?
So I will call my contact here, but today the other guy called me on my number and started to insult me, and I was in good mood actually. We were funny. I was already vexed. I don't have car to go to my house. And the guy just called me and started to insult me. I got so angry. So I started regretting why I can get my number out. But if you call me, trust me, don't call me to curse me. Because you curse me, I will take your number to no star. And I don't give my number out for people who are blind. People who want Labrador to fall.
Quickly.
So my number is 0888 29 49 36. 0888 29 49 36. Or those who are in the diaspora can say +231 888 29 49 36. It's on WhatsApp also. You can get me there and we can pick a conversation. Thank you so much for inviting me, ELBC, and my guys in studio, and you, the host. I'm just grateful for always.
Jesus, Aaron Talu, and the man Calvin Miawe has been making sure that this broadcast is coming to you live and direct. I want to say thanks for watching. We will not be here